Hey guys, in this video I took apart our Tesla's chrome emblems to Plasti dip them in black. Yes, we got a Tesla Model Y and I got rid of my sports car, but maybe I'll do a whole video on that later on. Anyways, back to the emblems. I could only find black emblems online for about 180 bucks and I didn't want to pay that. I also found the wrap ones that you apply on top of the emblem, but that doesn't cover the whole entire surface where it still exposes the chrome around the edges. So I decided to just paint them myself. You can totally leave the emblems on, mask everything off, and spray directly onto the car, but I decided to remove all the emblems from the car because I want the edges to be fully covered in paint. I first used dental floss to remove the emblems, then I realized fishing line is so much stronger and better to do the jobs. All you need to do is slide it underneath like you're flossing. Don't worry, this won't damage your paint. After the emblems are off, you're going to be left with dry adhesive gunk that used to hold the emblems to the car. That is okay. Apply a good amount of Goo Gone on the car, let it sink into the gunk. You can get a bottle of this at Home Depot for like $4. What it's going to do is help lift the goo off the paint. The Goo Gone has a very oily texture, but once you wash your hands with soap, it'll go away. To remove the goo off the back of the emblems, I poured the Goo Gone in a Ziploc bag, throw all the emblems in the bag, zip it up, let it marinate for about 30 minutes, and you should be able to wipe away all the goo. While that's marinating, I went back and worked on getting the gunk off the car. I used a plastic trim remover with dull edge to help and scrape off the gunk. After all the goo is off of the car, I went back to clean all the goo off of the emblems. Then I dipped them in hand soap and washed them off to get rid of the oily texture. Then I dried them to prepare them for the Plasti dip. I laid them all out on a piece of wood and folded pieces of tape and placed them underneath each emblem so they are raised and not be sitting flat on the wood. That way they won't be stuck to the wood after several coats of spray. I then spray evenly, let dry for about 5 minutes, and then I start on my second coat and then let dry again for about 5 minutes. I do this about 5 times to get 5 coats on the emblems. Because Plasti dip dries with a matte finish, depending where you park your car, after several years, the black will start to fade. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to spray 2 coats of a glossy clear spray by Rust-Oleum. I also don't want a glossy look. I'm going for more of a satin look, that's why I'm only spraying 2 coats. Again, letting it dry for about 5 minutes between each coat. If you do want a glossy look, keep applying more coats until you get your desired gloss. After everything is done, time to put everything back onto the car. Usually I would use 3M double-sided tape, but because these emblems have a flat back, I am using the 3M emblem adhesive instead. After I settle where the emblems go, I apply a thin layer of the adhesive on the back of the emblems. You can use Q-tip to help spread the glue around the surface. Press the emblem on the car to help hold it in place. I use painter's tape over the top. The adhesive should be dry after 30 minutes and that's pretty much it. Another way to black out these emblems is spraying directly onto the car. You just have to cover and mask off any big areas you're not spraying, which I have done before on a black car. After it is dry, you just peel off around the emblem and it will cut around the edges for you and it won't leave any paint residue. If you haven't played with Plasti dip, buy a can, try it out, it's pretty cool. I have used Plasti dip for many years now and I love it. I have always blacked out all of my cars. If you haven't seen my Audi video where I removed the Plasti dip after 3 years, click on the top right corner to check it out. Keep in mind, you don't have to use Plasti dip. You can use straight on spray paint. I chose Plasti dip just in case I want to peel them off later on and turn them back into their original condition. I really like a clean look on a car, so I'm debating whether to put the dual motors letters back or just keep it like this. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and until the next video.